All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. Tate McCrae is here. Tate, huge congrats. I mean, this is, I don't know when you were a kid, like growing up and wanting to do this, it's that thing, it's happening now. Is it kind of what you expected? Is this kind of what you had visioned in your head?
Yeah, I keep having these like pinch me moments where I just feel so grateful. And I love the people around me. It's crazy to perform at a place like the Forum that I think I've just been like manifesting and thinking of my whole life. So there's lots of moments where I'm just like, don't forget this feeling, because it's like my dreams. It's everything I've ever wanted.
I guess you can get wrapped up in the work because you're so busy, but at the same time, dude, you dreamed of who hasn't dreamed of being a pop star?
Yeah.
And you're freaking doing this. Jesus.
Thank you.
So close to what?
Mm-hmm.
Why the title?
It honestly just felt like the perfect description of my life the past year. I felt like that was a question I was just asking myself a lot was, what's this for? What does the finish line look like? You can make all these goals, you can have all these expectations for yourself, and you can always want more of yourself.
Right.
And I think especially in this career, it's just like never ending. Like you could work every second if you really wanted to. It's like, it's more or less just figuring out like, when do you feel satisfied and when do you feel fulfilled? And as a 21-year-old girl, that was just a question. I was like, what is this for? Like, when am I going to feel satisfied with myself? And like, why do I do all this writing and why do I do all this performing? And I think that was just a lot of things I was feeling, being on the road all year and writing a lot.
It's so close to what kind of a weird way of saying enjoy the journey, not just the destination? Is that?
Yeah, it means fall in love with the process, because the destination, because the destination doesn't really mean anything, because you get there and it's so quick and it's gone and you're like, well, I was waiting for this moment and then it just happened and now I have to look to my next moment. So I think it's just falling in love with the people you're around, the job that you're doing, and falling in love with yourself too, and being happy with how you walk around this world.
Tate, finish this sentence.
Oh,
this
God.
album, one of those things. This album is important to me because blank.
Oh, that's so hard.
Come on.
This album is important to me because...
Because I got nothing else to talk to JoJo about.
Yeah, I don't know. It's important to me because, I mean, it's my life. It's honestly just situations I go through in my life. I write it down. I find perspective on it. And I felt like this album gave me a lot of clarity as myself as a person. I was like, oh, that's what I've been thinking of all year. That's what I've been struggling with all year. And it's like a good, like...
It's therapy, right? Because
so
many artists or writers look at, I guess it's therapeutic or therapy, I guess.
It's super therapeutic.
What song, and there's a reason I'm asking this, what song almost didn't make the album for whatever reason? And the reason I ask this is a lot of times this song, for unknown reasons to me, it's the experiment, it's still in process here, that those songs typically become big.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why. Like the song that, I didn't feel like it, I didn't want to put it on, and sure enough.
Well, I have a couple songs that didn't make the album, but one called Means I Care made it just at the end. I wrote Blood on My Hands and Like I Do within the last 2 weeks of making the album in New York. And I think a lot of lyrics, especially in Purple Lace Bra, I tried to change because I was like, maybe this is too crazy. And then I reverted back to the original and I was like, you know what? We're just going to go for it. And hopefully people interpret it the right way.
When you watch some of those songs you just mentioned, fans will take them and run with them or whatever. They will become big. It's an experiment that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out why these last second songs always seem to kind of they do something,
Yeah. I think it's because when you're, as an artist, when you're not overthinking it and the pressure's off, you're finally just like, here, this is just like something I like, that I personally like.
That might be it.
Yeah.
Impossible question, Tate. Favorite lyric from this album? It's impossible. I know.
I feel like I've said this a couple of times now, but there's the line in Nostalgia, which finishes out the album, goes, okay, so I'm going to read you a really long one.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
It goes, and I bite my tongue 10 times a day, half swear to God I might just pray, and I got a lot to lose, so I might as well lose it anyway. And I manifested you would leave, so the day you did, I had you beat, 3 steps ahead of everything.
Whoa, where does that come from?
That's my favorite lyric just because I do feel like that's a very particular and specific thing, of a way of describing like me as a person. I feel like in order to sometimes save myself from feeling too much, because I'm a Cancer and I feel literally the most anytime I meet anybody, to like save myself, I'll sometimes just plan out the worst case scenario or envision someone already gone so I can like pre-heal or something. And I think that was an interesting way to put into words.
Are you an overthinker?
Huge overthinker, of course.
I am so with you on that. I can't. My brain just goes, and I've been reading like or listening to audiobooks on the overthinking, and
yeah,
I even overthink what audiobook to listen to about overthinking.
I know.
Good God. Tate, you're about to go on this crazy tour. And when I say the phrase world tour, I mean, this is a world tour, Mispossessive tour. Why the title of the tour? And a song as well, of course, you know.
Well, it's just, it's obviously the first track on the album, Mispossessive. And I just feel like it's a very perfect way of describing this era, like very sexy and very feminine. And that was one of the first songs I wrote off for this album and that I loved the sounds and sonics of. So
that's why it's track number 1 on the album, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You enjoy road life?
I do really love...
Like stage, you love the stage, but everything that comes with it.
Yeah, you kind of have to really make sure that your bus feels good. You like light candles, you make your bed. The second things get gross on the road, like you don't clean up or like, that's when it's not fun to be like in a bus. But when you keep it clean and cute and girly, it's fun.
And can you sleep like on I can fall, like I recall as a kid, the car, you know,
yeah,
and you just fall asleep in the moving car. Yeah. I'm guessing the bus is like that on steroids, right?
Yeah, I sleep like a baby on the bus. My mom used to at night like make me fall asleep in the car because I just need movement and noise, so it helps.
Tate, how was it working with, and I'll drop a couple of names on you, I'm missing several, but Ryan Tedder, Julia Michaels, I think Amy Allen, among other people. You wrote or co-wrote every song on this album with, you know, some of those people I just mentioned. Yeah. What was it like working with them? Any takeaways, you know, from those experiences? I know Tedder's talked to me about you before, and he loves you. I
mean, yeah, they're my family now. I like Julia and Amy feel like my older sisters that I feel like I can talk to about anything. Tedder is just like such a safe place for me creating music. We're so close now. I mean, that man's a genius. He's like got 70 million things in his brain at once. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's like I just feel very blessed and lucky to work with people who have so much knowledge in music and can teach me, because I feel like all it's doing is helping me become a better songwriter. And it's cool to just get different perspectives.
Dude, Ryan Tedder told me once, not to, you know, get off the rails too much, but he told me once that he's sang Apologize so many times. He's actually been on stage while singing Apologize, writing another song in his head.
Okay, well that is...
I mean, who does that, right? I don't know if he's lying to me or not, but I'm like,
that, you know what, that tracks. I feel like that's how he is.
I wonder if that, like, after you've sang, like, let's say one of your tracks, you've sang it so many times that it's almost like, not that you're not feeling it on stage, but it's almost like, you know, muscle memory.
Yeah.
You could maybe, I'm sure you're thinking of other things too. Like you're full on rocking out on stage, but you're thinking like, what do I want to eat for dinner? You know, as you're just killing it on stage.
Totally. I mean, it's really interesting because after I'm been writing a lot and finishing an album, the second I get back into rehearsals, because I have so many like melodies in my head, I just like never want to sing the real melody of the song. Right. I just want to sing different melodies. My Jean's like, hey, can you sing like maybe the chorus or something? Just because I want to keep writing melodies. So it's always funny like getting back into rehearsal.
Oh man. Tate, Sports Car. This track is blown up on you, obviously. Anything, any backstory on this track we need to know, or should I just hit the red blinking button and just go?
Well, I've kind of said this, but it was inspired by the Yin Yang Twins, the Whisper song. And yeah, which is crazy. And I can't believe we did it. It was a risk, but it was fun.
Well, congrats on this track, among other things. Earlier this year, I mean, this has happened to several artists I know, a couple of friends, that there's a leak. And you're like, oh my God, what do I do? How did you handle, and this happens more times than people think. Yeah. How did you handle that? Because I'm guessing a part of you, panic mode maybe? Like, oh, damn, my music is out. You know, what was your reaction? How'd you handle it?
The stress that comes over your body when, right. Like, you just get a little notification. You're like, holy shit, how do they have this? Like, and also I think all my images got leaked before, which the more concerning part is like, is my iCloud like that easy to hack? Like, how did they get this?
Is that how that's how you trace it down? Is
I think so. I don't really know what's happening. I might need to like lock down my phone. But I'm also just like, Dad, like, make sure you're not like using the iCloud and like make sure you lock down your phone too. But because he has all my songs, so I'm like, maybe it was him.
Thanks, Dad.
But yeah, I mean, of course, it's devastating because it's completely out of your control. I think all I can do is just do everything I can to make everything perfect and make everything feel good to me. And when that happens, it's just like you lose all control in the game. Like it's gone. And so, I mean, I literally was talking to my therapist and I'm like, there's literally nothing I can do. It's just like, except for hope that my label can take down these leaks as soon as possible.
Right.
Because they were just like popping up and we were just trying to like smack each one.
Well, you know what? I know you wrote some more tracks on top of that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's working out.
Thank you.
Tate, kind of random, but there's a video floating of you, and I'm sure you've seen it, of you predicting the score of the Super. I mean, walk me through that video because I think that was filmed way before the Super Bowl, but you predicted the exact two teams' exact score. How? What was that all about?
Okay, well, I don't really know anything about football, so this was maybe pure fluke. But I predicted it in 2023. They're just like, if the Eagles were to make the Super Bowl again, what would you think the score would be? And I was just like 40-22. I have these stupid stickers on my face. And these videos go everywhere. I'm like, what? I have stickers on my face on ESPN. Like, that's really mortifying. But I do think I do have some like clairvoyant psychic abilities. Like, I can usually see things before they happen. And I like know when things are gonna happen. So maybe it was like a little, I don't know.
You know what? Before the next year's Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
you got to come by and we'll just give it a shot and see kind of what happens.
The thing is, I don't even know the numbers of football. Like, I didn't even know like what range. Like, initially I was like 70.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really know what the score would be.
Well, I don't think you need to know. But
Right.
if you have a gift, let's forget this music, Tate. Let's be a psychic. Let's
Exactly.
do this. I love the paranormal, Tate.
Yeah.
We've talked about this many times. I won't get into it now, but I do have I want to ask you a favor.
Okay.
This tour is about to launch,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to stay in a lot of beautiful, amazing hotels.
Mm-hmm.
One or more of these hotels is going to have a haunted room, a haunted floor, a haunted something. It's just that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever, for me, your friend JoJo, request the haunted room and just stay there and
JoJo.
Tate?
I've actually on my rider says no haunted hotels.
Does not.
Yeah, it does. I make
Really?
my tour manager search up haunted beside every tour hotel name.
Did you tell me that last time? I think you.
I don't know.
Can you take that out? Come on.
I am not. I cannot. I will. I have. It is too freaky. Like the dreams, the feelings. It's just too freaky for me. Like they always possess me.
Okay.
They're always in my room. So
Wow. Okay. Let me throw it. Plan B. Is there someone on your team that you like the least? Have them stay in the haunted room. Just kidding.
yeah, throw them under the bus.
How did being and I'm asking this because my daughter and her friends, they've been competitive dancers since they were 3.
Oh, cool.
You've done this forever. How did being a competitive dancer help you with this? Because that's an intense world as well. This is intense, clearly, what you're doing.
It's super intense. I think what I think I'm really grateful for is the drive and motivation of like being an athlete is like no other. I think anyone who's in a sport who like gets put in at a young age can, I think, feel that is you just like lock in at 6 a.m. every day and lock out and you're just like, I'm going to become good at something. And I think that's a really good thing to instill in a kid at a young age. But also because it was actually so intense where some days were like breaking my body, like literally so intense that most of life actually feels like a little lighter now because it was so bad back then.
Oh
Yeah, like sometimes I don't know if like you like do 40-hour weekends where you're dancing like 40 hours. And you're like, that is absurd for a 13-year-old to.
It's a job.
It's a job. And so now when I have like a 4-hour shoot, I'm like, we good? Like it is. I think it's like good. Like I've done the worst, so now it feels a little better.
Another track from So Close to What? Revolving Door. Describe this, the track, the video, the whole bit, because you put this video out the night the album came out.
Yeah.
What do we need to know?
I mean, this video is one of my favorite videos. It's in this white room, and there's 15 doors to represent all 15 tracks on the album. And it's just me and 4 girls. And it gets pretty like eerie by the end. It starts off as this like really poised and typical music video set. And as the song goes on and the tension builds, you can tell that it gets like eerie and we keep dancing and we keep going, and it gets really intense and like you never stop. And I feel like it sometimes, I want to just describe this industry a little bit, just the never ending stopping until you like break a little bit.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of your signature songs and videos of your career. Like when
thank you.
like when people look back and like do like they want to imitate you. Like if SNL does a bit about, they'll do something like this video in the future.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good.
Oh, thank you.
Family, friends, your inner circle, the ones that've been with you forever. What's their reaction to this album and the success you've had so far?
I mean, they're all so supportive. I luckily have the best family of all time. They're with me right now, staying with me for this album week. My friends are the best. A lot of my best friends on tour with me. It's been great. They all are so I send them everything. They give me super honest opinions, which is all I can ask for.
Have they ever said like, dude, we don't like this, Tate?
All the time.
What do you say to them? Like, shut up.
Well, depends on how strongly I feel about the song. Because if I really love it and I send it to like my friend Finley and he hates it, I'm like, no. It's just like a heartbreaking thing. But most of the time we agree on our music
Finley
taste.
he's the breaking point with some tracks.
Usually he is. If he doesn't like something, I get a little concerned.
Can I meet Finley someday?
You need to meet Finley. He's the best.
Final question then. Message to your fans.
Oh, that I love you guys so much, and it always shocks me whenever you show up to my shows. Every time.
It shocks you?
Even last night, I was so shocked that people showed up. Like, it's just very cool. I always forget that they're there. It's not that they're there. Of course, I know they're, but I always get like, I can't believe how many. I appreciate it. I'm just like, I feel very lucky to see your faces again. It's very cool.
Is it like, it's got to be wild to go from, pre-debut, so to speak, with living a somewhat of a normal life to people screaming for you, strangers that you've never met.
Yeah.
Is that just wild when you really think about it?
It is wild. Sometimes I think my brain, one day it's like I think all going to hit me where I'm like, holy shit, this life is insane. Because I get really bad imposter syndrome where I'll show up to an event or show up to a show like last night and be like, oh, we set all this up and no one's going to show up. And then people show up and I'm like, whoa. So I think it is always crazy. I mean, coming from like Calgary, Alberta, and, just trying to be a singer out there, which felt like crazy to like be out doing this now as my job. Just feel very lucky.
Tate, congrats on everything.
Thank you.
At the end of every interview, fist bump to make it official. Give me a love.
Hell yeah.